If you've been having trouble with sleep, I want to go over with you one of the tools that we use to help guide people in getting an amazing night's sleep. So I'm Dr. Gregg. I'm a chiropractor, and I focus on helping people to remove the blockages in their health that help them to lead amazing, fantastic lives. So for most of us, one of the things we do right before we go to bed is that we wind up checking out our phone. I know, I'm sometimes guilty of it too. But what I've realized is that the things you do leading up to when you go to sleep will wind up dictating the quality of your sleep for your entire night. So what I always recommend for our patients to do is to build a plan on how you get to sleep. So some of the keys to this plan is that you've got to make sure that you remove the technology for 90 minutes before you go to bed. I know, that's tough. You can't check your email or your text messages before you go to bed. But the energy that's created by the screen and how it affects you winds up draining and stimulating your brain so it can't rest. So we need to make sure that we take a gap from that. We should also take a gap from computers and or TV. So what the heck am I gonna do for the last 90 minutes before I go to bed? Well, some key things that I find are really helpful is to make sure that we wind up doing some restful activities. So one of the things I like to do is a meditation. In my house, I also do traction, and you'll want to check out our video on proper spine before you go to bed. So this is a way to wind up resting your brain, particularly your brainstem, the part of your body that controls sleep, so that you can get a restful night's sleep. You can also read or write. These are really powerful steps that can help to provide you with restfulness. You can wind up spending time with the people who you care about and talking. I'm gonna guide for you to avoid some things like exercise, especially vigorous exercise before bed, because that'll get your blood flowing and your mind going. You're also gonna guide you to wind up avoiding things like alcohol and or drugs right before bed. I know for many people that helps them to get to sleep, whether it's alcohol or even THC. But when they wind up monitoring the sleep in terms of the quality of sleep and how the brainwaves work, what most research is showing is that it's way poor and you don't get as deep of a night's sleep. So you want to make sure to remove those from your life before you go to bed. These steps in setting up this sleep plan will really wind up enhancing your night of sleep. The last one that I saw some studies on before making this, which was crazy to me, is making sure that you brush your teeth and you floss. So I'm gonna add those to it as well. If you've got questions about what your sleep cycles should look like and what your sleep plan should look like, go ahead and write them down below. I'm always checking them and answering them to help support you in living an amazing, fantastic life. If you know someone who's had problems with sleep, send this on over to them to make sure that they can put the steps in place to get the best night's sleep they can. Once again, my name is Dr. Gregg, and I want to thank you for letting me be a part of your health.